Okay, it's spring 2025, and I want to just do a little talk about some chickens and how to keep them and what's the most important. Let's go. I'm Becky. One day I had enough, so I sold it all, moved to the country, and built my own log cabin with my own two hands. Now I spend my time discovering new ways to live a simple, healthy lifestyle with more free time and way less stress. Then sharing what I've learned with you. Welcome to Becky's Homestead. Okay, so what I want to talk about in 2025 spring, chicken time, chickie baby time is first and foremost, build a coop. I can't emphasize that enough. People go into the store. I was just in one. Had all the chickie babies and just customer after customer come in and they're like looking around and then they're like, I'll take 10 or I'll take 12, and they're just so nonchalant about it. They act like they're ordering donuts. And I'm looking at these people and I'm just like, you don't need 12 chickens. Like, not many people need 12 chickens. And what they don't realize is how much chickens eat. You're like, oh, it's not that big. It doesn't eat a lot. Chickens eat a lot, especially if you have chickens for eggs, which I keep chickens for eggs. So 1 chicken per person. Just start there. You can always get more. That's the thing. Just start there. And you think, oh, I'll get the little chickie babies. They're that big. They're only that big. I'll have plenty of time to build the coop. As we all know, animals grow super fast. They're not like children. In no time flat, those things are going to be huge, stinky, and you're going to be so sick of them in the house, taking care of them in the tub like little chickie babies. And you will not have the coop built. So build the coop first, really invest in it. And the reason why, you will have so much more fun and success with your chickens year after year after year. I've never had a predator get into my coop ever since I've built it, because I built it so good, and I want to show you how. Make the roof tall enough so you can walk into it. There's nothing worse than after 2-3 years of having chickens, you're like walking into this little coop, you're crouching down, there's like a spider web, and you're just like, ugh, you don't like it anymore. Build it tall for you, not the chickens, so you can walk in, clean it, get the eggs, whatever you need to do. This little thing down here is for me. I want to land on a nice spot when I'm coming to my chicken coop. All right, come on, girls, come on. They're like, oh, we get to get out. I don't let my hens out until after they lay the eggs, because I don't want to go, hunting for the eggs around the yard. As I always say, make sure the roost where they sleep is plenty big enough. And I can tell you over the years, not all chickens like each other. You think, oh, they're all friends, they're best friends. No, they're not. They have little squabbles, and it'll be funny because sometimes it'll be the 3 black astrolabes in a row, 1, 2, 3. And then you can tell when something went on during the day and they're having a little squabble, because it might be 2, and then the other one's down here. She's like, I don't want any part of you tonight. She's like over there. So you have to have it big enough so they can separate. And then as they get older, they get heavier, and they can't have room to flutter jump. Like, this isn't quite enough room to flutter jump unless they get down on this one. They can flutter down to the ground. So if you want to, you can just add like a little walk down for them. So they like that, and they use it. They use the walk down. I have just sand floor, which I find is the best flooring for the chickens. Just use sand. It's not expensive. And then what I do is I get the big, huge bag of the crushed oyster shells. I just dump it in here. They spread it all out, and they pick and eat whatever they want. They can do it. They know what they're doing. They can do it. It doesn't have to be perfect in a little bowl. Also, a good feature is the 2 doors. Because a lot of times because a lot of people mix the different breeds, and if you have a bully, they'll block the door. They won't let chickens out. They won't let chickens in. They're that smart. So they're just like, oh, I'm going to get you. I'm going to block you. So if you have 2, they can't. They can just go around and around. It works so perfect and prevents issues. You don't want any feather plucking, pecking issues. You want peace and quiet in your coop. So they lay good. I have 2 egg boxes and they never use both, but I just have them there just in case. It's so funny because at one point they all laid in the smaller one. They loved it. All the eggs were in the small one. Then for whatever reason, they didn't like it anymore. Who knows? And now they're in the big one. It's like, so I'm glad they have a choice. They can, go back and forth. I personally just did the sides tall and just have the ventilation up at the top because heat rises and then it can, exit the coop. Works really good. And you can see the big, thick, fat boards on the bottom. Nothing digs in. This is probably a 2-inch by 4-inch hole. And I dig a trench and then I bury them. And then I have this big part at the end. Nothing digs in there. Nothing gets in there. Don't forget to subscribe, click the like, and ding the bell. Thanks for watching. Happy homesteading. Bye-bye.